Welcome, this is yoga. We're gonna start today with a block resting on our back. And the block is gonna go between the shoulder blades. Remember, there's different heights to the block. I'm gonna use the lowest height, the flat one, but you could use the higher one. I wouldn't, like the middle one, not the highest one. I wouldn't use the highest one. That might be too much. All right. And you're just gonna lean back, get comfortable here. Leaning back, you can choose to close your eyes or keep your eyes open, whatever feels better for you. And place your right hand onto your stomach and your left hand onto your heart. And I just want you to feel into your breath. Feel into your heartbeat. Relax your body. Feel into your breath, wherever your breath is at. Start sinking into the earth. And while you're here, I want you to think about your intention for your practice today. Something that benefits yourself and all beings everywhere. And just breathe into it, sink into it. Feel the connection with the earth through the gravity, the weight of your body. Feel the expansiveness of the universe through your breath. And feeling that balance in between the earth and the universe, meeting inside of your heart, flowing through your body, the blood that pumps through your body without you even having to think about it. Your breath and your heart, your entire body working for you. Feel that connectedness, the oneness, and just contemplate the awe, the wonder that is your body. And now start bringing the chin into your chest, slowly start coming out the same way that you came in and ground through your seat bones. You can take that block and place it in between your ankles. Place your hands onto the ground with your fingers either pointed forward or to the side and lift up through the hips. Try to get those hips off the ground and just breathe here. Nice straight legs. Your feet are about a hip distance apart. If you're not squeezing the block, that's okay. It's just to help keep your alignment. 3 more deep breaths here. On your exhalation, lower the hips down. Start lowering your forearms onto the ground. Just the forearms. Lift up the chin, open up through the heart, and then just breathe here into the chest. Stretching out your neck as much as you can. 5 deep breaths. On the exhalation, bring the chin into your chest. Bring yourself into a nice tall seated pose. Seat bones grounded onto the ground. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Stretch even your fingers. Deep breath in as you lengthen. On your exhalation, hinge forward. See if you can reach your feet. If you can't reach your feet, then just anywhere onto your legs. And gently start shifting one hip up and then your other hip up. Rocking side to side. Opening up through those seat bones. Side to side until you feel like you're nice and grounded through those seat bones. Then come back into a neutral position. Inhale, lift up your chin. Lengthen forward, exhale, bow it down with your breath. We're gonna do this 3 more times. Inhale, lift up, keep your hands onto your toes, exhale, fold down. Again, inhale up, exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale up, exhale, now just stay in that fold. See how far you can reach on your feet. If you need to shift a little bit more, you can do that. And then just stay folded down, 5 more deep breaths. All right, now on your exhalation, I want you to walk your right hand to your left foot. Hold on to both sides of your feet, the big toe side and the pinky toe side. If this is super easy for you, if your arms are long enough, get that block that should be right there and place your block on your foot. And still hug in on both sides of your foot, the right side and the left side. Just hug it in, sink into this. All the attention is on that left foot. Into the leg, sink into it. 10 breaths here. Keep sinking lower with the breath, with the exhalation if you can, if that's comfortable for you. 3 more deep breaths. All right, now we're going to place the left hand onto the ground. Left hand onto the ground. Your right arm is going to reach out over to the side. I'll show you from a little bit different angle. So we're stretching out through the side body. On that right side, look up to the ceiling. Keep plugging your seat bones into the ground. Stretch even through those fingers. Push the seat bones into the ground as you reach your arm all the way out. Stay here another 3 more deep breaths, and then we're going to see if we can catch our hand. You can either stay here or see if you can catch your fingertips with that bottom hand and stretch out even more. Use your head pressing onto your arm. Look upward. Plug your seat bones into the ground. 5 more deep breaths. Okay, now we're going to slowly look down like you're trying to touch your elbow to the ground. It doesn't have to actually touch. And then back up. Staying to that side. Exhale down. Inhale up. Seat bones are planted on the ground. Try not to let that right seat bone off the ground. Keep moving with the breath. Inhale up. Exhale down. Five more times. Good, and then slowly bring that right hand back to the ground. Slowly come up in our staff pose. Reset through the seat bones, wiggle your spine, place both of your hands next to your hip bones and press your hands into the earth like you're trying to lift your seat bones off of the ground. Lengthen your spine, stay here and breathe. Keep pushing those hands into the ground. 3 more deep breaths. Good, and then reach both arms all the way up, stretch your fingertips. We're gonna move with that breath again. Inhale up, exhale, fold into it. Take your time. However long and deep you wanna make these breaths. Inhale on the way up. Exhale when you fold down. We still want to think about what our face is doing. Inhale, lift the corners of your mouth. Exhale, push out your chin. Good, and then the next time that you fold down, just stay here. Hold on to your legs wherever you can touch. If you can touch your feet, good. Hold on to your feet. And it's those little shifts side to side, opening up through the seat bones. And so kind of naturally move the flesh out of the way, getting you even deeper into your stretch. And then come back to center neutral. Keep onto your legs. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold down. Keep holding onto your legs. Good, 3 more. One more time. And stay here. Hug, breathe into it. 5 deep breaths. And then we're going to move it over to our right leg or whatever leg you didn't do before, the other side. Good, and now just stay low, walk it over to your right foot or your opposite foot. Use that block if it's easy to touch your foot, or you can use a strap if it's hard to touch your foot. And just focus all of that attention on the right leg this time, or opposite leg as before. Hugging, breathing, folding into it. 10 more deep breaths here. And then we have that side movement. And then slowly start walking all the way over to the right side, placing your forearm onto the ground and reaching that left arm all the way to the other end of the room, still pushing those seat bones into the earth. Stretch out through the side body, through the spleen, through the stomach, the internal organs. Breathe through it, crunching in the other side. Keep looking upward. 3 more deep breaths, and we're going to see if we can catch our hand. Let's see if you can catch your fingers. Stay here, use your head to press open even more. 5 deep breaths, and then we're going to add our movement into it. And then whenever you're ready, start looking down, let the elbow almost touch the ground. Maybe it doesn't actually touch, and then right back up. Exhale down. Inhale up. This is really good for those internal organs. Bringing out those organs, kind of getting movement where you normally might not get movement. Still think about those seat bones pushing into the ground. I don't want your hips lifting as much as possible, as much as that's possible for you. Don't let the hips lift up. Good, 5 more. Good, one more time. And then slowly just come out the same way you came in, reaching your arm, coming back to center. We're going to come back into that scaff position, pressing your hands into the ground, resetting through the spine, like you're trying to lift up off the ground. 5 more deep breaths, and then we're going to tabletop, cross our legs and tabletop. Good. Now cross those legs in front of you and shift into a table position and start with rounding and arcing in our cat-cow. Cat-cow motion, just resetting your spine, making movements that feel good. And we did some twists that might not have been something you've done in a while. So try to work it out, twist out, move it out. Focus on low back, focus on shoulders, neck. Just whatever is talking to you, that's where you should focus. Breathing into it. Feel free to make any little movements, even if that means readjusting the palms of your hands, widening those fingers, opening up the knees so they're in line with the hips. 3 more breaths, and we're going to push it into down dog. All right, when you're ready, curl your toes and push into a down dog and just start walking your dog. Opening up through the shoulders, widening your fingers. Tuck that chin into your chest. You close your eyes, or you could just look at your navel or the inner thighs. Keep walking it out. Keep pushing the weight into the heels. Three more deep breaths. Good, and then all the way onto your left foot, step your right foot forward, take that left foot out to an angle, start straightening up your top leg, hands stay onto the ground, inhale, look up, exhale, bow back down, inhale, look up, exhale, bow back down, get a little bit higher, inhale up, get higher, exhale, back down, one more time, inhale all the way up, exhale, bow down, bend that knee in front of you. That left foot should be out to an angle. And then reach all the way into warrior one. Interlace the outer 3 fingers. Index finger points up. Shift your hips so they're pointed forward. Draw your belly in. Stay here, breathe. 3 deep breaths. And open into your warrior 2. Right arm forward, left arm shifts back. Maybe you can adjust your stance just a little bit. Gaze forward, breathe. We're going to come right into our warrior 3, both arms forward. Option to lift that back leg if you can. Flex your foot, balance here. Two more deep breaths. And on your exhalation, step both feet in line with your hips. Inhale, reach it up, all the way back. Shift your weight forward as you press back. Deep breath in. Exhale, swan dive down. Hands under those shoulders. Find your plank. Step or jump. Go ahead, just stay here a moment. Deep breath in. On your exhalation, lower down. Point your toes. Hands come low on the rib cage. Elbows tuck in. Press it up. Stay here and just stretch. Stretch your abdominal muscles. Look side to side. Breathe. Stretch out your neck. Three more deep breaths. And whenever you're ready, curl your toes, press it back into your downward facing dog. And you could choose to walk it out or hold it, whatever feels good for you. Good. 3 more deep breaths, and we'll step that left foot forward. And then all the weight comes to the right foot, and left foot steps forward. Shift that right foot out to an angle, and then straighten up this front leg. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bow into it. Get a little bit higher this time. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bow back down. 3 more times. Gradually getting a little bit higher every time. Good. And the next time that you get low, bend the knee in front of you. We're going to prep for that warrior 1. Inhale, reach your arms up. Point both hips forward. Interlace with outer 3 fingers. Shift that hip back. That's on the left side and to be in line with the right. Tuck in that tailbone. Stay here, breathe. 3 deep breaths, and we'll open into our warrior 2. Good, and when you're ready, open up warrior 2. Maybe your stance gets a little bit wider. Shift that back arm, sink even lower. Breathe. Good, and then when you're ready, we're coming into our warrior 3. Both palms forward, all the weight onto your front foot. Might need to adjust your stance. And lift up that back leg, flex your foot, balance, 5 breaths. And on your exhalation, step both feet under your hip bones, come to the top of your mat, Inhale, reach the arms up. Push your hips forward. Breathe into your heart. Exhale, swan dive. Hands under your shoulders, find your plank. Stepping or jumping. Deep breath. Exhale, lower down. Cobra or up dog, point those toes. Bring it up. Look side to side. A few more deep breaths, and we're going to press it into an extended arm child's pose. And shift your weight all the way back into your heels, widen your knees, stretch out your low back. Extend those arms, breathe here. 5 deep breaths. Try to push your forehead down to the mat. And find that tabletop position again. Reset through the knees in line with the hips. Step your right foot forward, and left knee is still on the ground. Start shifting to the front and to the back. Try to keep your foot grounded onto the ground. Shift your weight forward and back. If you wanted to, you could lift off of the ground with your hands and focus on the low body. Unless that feels uncomfortable, you can put your hands back onto the ground if that feels better. Good, and next time that you shift your weight back, stay here, long leg in front of you. See if you can place both of your hands onto your thigh and gently press down, lengthen out, curl your toes into the mat. You should feel the stretch all the way in the front part of your leg into your foot. 3 more deep breaths. And then start lifting your foot up. Stay here, hinge a little bit deeper. And maybe you could take your left hand and hold onto your right foot. Right hand is still going to press down onto your leg. Stay here, breathe. 3 more deep breaths. And on your exhalation, we're going to place both hands on the ground. Find that block. If it's a little bit out of the way, go grab it. We're going to come a little bit deeper into this. So place that block at a higher height just for starting. We're going to start sinking low. Heel toe, little movement. Try to get your leg out there into your Hanasana, your split. Take your time. Maybe you can sink a little bit lower. Just do what feels comfortable for you. Tight hamstrings. Loosen it up. Maybe a little bit lower. 5 more deep breaths. Just breathing into this. Maybe you're moving the whole time. Maybe you're holding still and breathing into it. 5 more deep breaths. On the exhalation, slowly come out the same way you came in. Got into it slowly, come out of it slowly. And find your table. We're going to take a few cat-cows and we're going to push it into a down dog. And then we'll do our other side. So just round and arc. Feel into your breath, feel into your spine. Reset anything that feels like it needs to get reset. Little shimmies all the way through your spine. And then when you're ready, curl your toes, find your down dog. And you can hold your down dog or walk it out, but I want you to try to see if you can feel a difference between that leg that you stretched and the leg that we still haven't done our Konasana side on yet. Three more deep breaths here. Good, and lower the knees down to the ground and step your left foot forward, or make sure you're doing your opposite side. And we're just starting with the hip shifts to the front and to the back. As you move through this, feel where you might feel some tension. Try to breathe through it. Good, and now we're gonna see if we can place our hands onto our leg, that front leg, as we shift to the front and to the back. Good, and now next time that your leg is straight out in front of you, just hold here, gently press onto the thigh on just that front left leg. You can feel the stretch go all the way into your foot, on the top of your foot, into the ankle. Now, if we can lift the foot, just the top of your foot, the big round part, and see if you can catch your toes with your right hand, left foot. Left hand still presses onto your leg. It might help to curl the toes behind you for balance. Stay here. You can use a strap if you needed to catch your foot. Sinking lower, 3 more deep breaths, and we're going to come into that split. Good, and now find your block. We're going to start getting a little bit wider, a little bit longer. Start at whatever height is comfortable for you. We haven't done this in a while, so take your time getting there. Maybe you just spend all of your time moving around trying to get there, and that's okay too. This is a practice. You're shifting your weight, shifting your block in a way that's comfortable for you. And 5 more deep breaths. Slowly come out, same way you came in, shifting that leg back into a table. Take a few cat cows and then find your down dog whenever you're ready. Do the last down dog of the day. Get there when you're ready, and do what feels good for you. If you want to walk it, or if you want to hold it, we have 10 deep breaths. If that's too long, shift back into your table and move through a cat cow, or you can come into extended arm child. And now sinking your knees down to the ground. Cross your legs behind you, shift your weight so that you can bring the legs back in front. We're going to slowly come to the ground. Bring your ring with you or strap. And we're just going to rest our back onto the ground. Soles of your feet together. Knees open up. Stretch out those inner thighs. Breathe here. Three more deep breaths, really opening up through those inner thighs. And keep your right leg with you. Let your left leg go long. Hook your right foot onto that ring. And we're just doing a bend and a lengthen. Also involve your foot here too. Your knee bends, but also you can point and flex through the foot, all the way through your joints, hip, knee, ankle. A whole leg movement here. Good, and next time we have a long leg, keep it here, hug it in. Try to relax your foot, but still flex the foot, so it's a relaxed flex foot. Lengthen through the heel and gently press your right hand on that right leg, right above the knee. Hug in with your left hand toward your left shoulder. So it's your right foot going toward your left shoulder. Pressing here onto that leg. And we're going to come and take this into a twist. That right leg is going to go to the left side. Open up your right arm, look to the right side. Gentle spinal twist here. Leg is to the left, you're opening up your arm to the right and looking to the right. Good, one more deep breath. And bring it into center. Switch your thighs. Now it's your left foot onto that ring. Right leg goes long. And it's a bend and a lengthen involving your foot with it too. Good, and next time we have our long leg, stay there, relax the foot, but hug into it with your left foot to your right shoulder. And you could just gently press onto your leg with your left hand. And now we're going to take this all the way over to the right side. Open up your arm on the left. Try to ground your shoulder, that left shoulder onto the ground. Look to the left, leg is to the right. Breathe here, 5 more deep breaths. And bring it back to center. Slowly release your ring. Both legs lower down. Lengthen your spine, ground your seat bones. Get nice and long and just wiggle your knees. Lift up your shoulders. Get nice and comfortable. We're gonna lift up our limbs, our arms, and our legs, and our chin. We're gonna squeeze and hold it, and then we're gonna just set it back down. So make sure your head is pointed in the opposite direction of the door, and lift your arms and legs, chin into the chest. Hold now, squeeze your fists, squeeze your feet, squeeze, 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 squeeze for 5, squeeze 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it out. Deep breath in. Exhale, big sigh. And just ground your energy into the earth. If you wanted to, you could place your right hand onto your stomach, your left hand onto your heart, like when we started, feeling your breath, feeling your heartbeat. Just relax your mind. Ground your energy. Nice long, slow, deep inhalations and exhalations. And begin making small movements. Wiggling your fingers, your toes. Opening up through your arms, stretching your arms, reaching those arms all the way up like you're waking up in the morning. Deep breath in. And then on your exhalation, reach the arms all the way up towards your toes. Bring your upper body up and stretch toward your leg. Little shifts side to side, opening up through those seat bones. Holding nice and low, just like when we started class, but you're so deep into the stretch after all of this yoga practice. Good, one more deep breath in. And on the exhalation, walk yourself into a comfortable seated position, whatever that is for you. You could sit onto a block if that's more comfortable. And we're gonna reach those arms all the way up, wiggle your fingers, stretch through the arms, deep breath, palms touch, bring it into your heart center, thumbs to your heart. Namaste.